welcome! We're the custodians! I'm Rhett!
I was looking at Lego sets. I'm Gabe.
Yo, and I'm Joe.
And we're here to watch more My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 20. Gabe, what happened last time on My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 19?
We saw Muscular, and then we didn't.
He got...
Yeah, it was super sad. So basically, we had our breakout, and Deku is now on his own. He is working with All Might and Hawks and Endeavor.
The Dream Team.
And Best
Yeah.
And Best Genius, don't forget Genius.
Yes.
But I'm ready to get started. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, well, before we do, please like, comment, subscribe, follow us on social medias, top description like Twitter and Twitch. Then if you would, please go support us on Patreon and give us a shout during the video. Boom, right here. Look at all those amazing Patreon supporters, which have some method of arm into weapon ability. Then they also get access to Patreon exclusive polls, our Discord, and full-length earlier reactions. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get started. This is My Hero Academia, Season 6, Episode 20. Anga! In 3, 2, 1, go.
Do we know how...
Yes.
Is the manga still going?
Yes. Yeah, I believe they would. I believe we
is?
would have been told by our Discord had it ended.
How far
I have no
into
idea.
the manga is the
I
show?
have no fucking clue. I have no idea, bro. I have negative idea. What the fuck?
Oh.
Bucky Monoda.
Monster?
Okay, you got the
Whoa.
Mega Buster.
Oh God.
Oh god damn.
They're just beating her up because she's large, huh?
Jesus Christ. Alright, come on, Deku. Yep, there we go.
Oh,
That's a villainous act.
Dressed like that.
dressed like that?
Jesus
But-
Christ.
How
How dare she dress relatively modestly? Unless he thinks she's just in a fursuit.
She's like a shark bunny person?
Stop dropping the
Stop
umbrella.
dropping the umbrella.
Just covered him.
It's just on.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it will. Yeah, I'll
will
make
make
it
it.
will.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Is that a lunchbox?
You gotta eat, bro.
Let's go. It's his favorite
Oh.
food.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, back to the advent of quirks. This is so cool. Getting this now?
Yeah.
Batman did his Gotham. We straight up with Gotham.
Yeah.
全てを引き出さなきゃ。何も止められない。
We need
Hey,
the other boys.
you two
Oh.
assholes!
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
exactly!
need
Come on!
俺たちは最も苛烈な時代を
Oh, yes! Give me.
Oh, he's talking!
Oh.
肉体的先生。ひたすら
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
だが未来を危惧し
Our leader.
ワンの支配
Oh.
Oh, was this it? Was he like the leader
Oh,
of a
so it was
resistance?
a group.
Yeah.
を他だけだ。
So it's like we had to crawl over a mountain of bodies and he won't even kill him.
俺たちの歩みを委ねるのか。
Yep. Okay, so that is why. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Gun. What's that? He's got something. What is it?
Oh.
We were originally...
この部屋から連れ出してくれなければ
This
何も始まらな
track.
かったんだよ。
I was gonna make a really lame joke, but the music stopped me.
もう委ねるほかないんだ。が手を差し伸べてくれたから。ワン・フォー・オールは始まったんだ。
Because you spared me
Yeah.
this great key that we needed.
Oh.
All right! Let's go!
The dramatic turn.
Uh-huh. Oh, now. Ooh, I like that shot.
Accelerating now.
Accelerating now. It's like, no, literally, my power is acceleration. What? Flies away. Yeah, it died.
Oh.
Dead.
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 Dead. It went right through him. Dead. Guys, that shot could have killed All Might.
I get
Joe
it.
probably didn't read the article.
No, I didn't.
Wait, what?
Yep.
CG might. Or CG Dever. CG Dever.
Oh, CG Dever.
Oh! Uh-oh!
Yeah, it's about.
Yo, eyes on the road!
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he hasn't. He's not. Yeah, he's not doing a whole lot.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck!
Okay.
So that was definitely a bullet.
Okay,
Yep.
we're into it.
Purple.
Oh shit! What the fuck? It's a communicator? Also, it didn't trigger danger
I
sense.
was just thinking that.
Aha, gun from All for One. Oh
Who's that?
shit!
Who that?
おとなしく従えば
Oh,
It's her hair?
what the fuck?
アルタロスにいた彼女以外
He knows?
Oh, he knew exactly who this bitch
俺
was?
の先輩に当たる
What?
Oh,
She was a hero?
CIA moment?
She was an asset?
彼女全力で逃げて ピンクの繊維を織り込んでできた
Blue and pink fibers.
Alright.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Former Public Safety Commission hero! Lady
Lady
Nagant?
It goes in.
The Mosin Nagant? Yeah!
That's fantastic.
What?
Okay, the bullets track.
Alright then.
Okay, this quirk is so fucking cool. If she were to run, I'd be the best in Japan.
She doesn't need to see him. Oh, thanks for also showing it. Right.
She... What the hell?
3 kilometers?
Look
my
at the...
God.
Holy
Oh
shit!
my god.
But what got her in Tartarus though?
She can
Well,
just
she was an
load up
asset.
50
Maybe she got
caliber.
caught doing something that she wasn't supposed to get caught doing.
That loose ended.
Uh-huh. That's right. Just...
Oh, Jesus.
防がれたのは初めてだ
Well, there's Overhaul.
終わったらな隠れて
Dude, since when was Overhaul attractive?
I wanna go get my pop. Well, go get your pop after work.
Oh, that's cool though. How her elbow smokes.
Treacherous hero. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Man, this
He
guy's
knew it was gonna happen.
He is big brain.
I love his theme so much, man.
Holy fuck, he knew exactly what was gonna happen.
Of course he did.
ねえよ
Oh, I did. I said you do it.
奴らは暴れるだけ
The one guy look. Woo!
Squid arms.
Oh.
Huh?
What was the reasoning for that though?
希望か
Why
So
did
she's
she
just a
want the
pessimist?
destruction of his- Huh?
Oh my god, All for One's beating Overhaul. Oh my god.
壊れちゃ
And he's just like, he's not even a factor.
I thought I could use him for something.
Damn it, I really wish we could have gotten like a cognitive prime Overhaul just talking to All for One.
So
Did
she's
he-
in.
Is he
Did-
giving
did
her
he-
quirk?
yeah, I was gonna say, did he give her a quirk?
エアウォーク
Oh shit!
Okay then.
リングを遂行する
No, don't
Wait,
end.
how is her
Fuck you.
body?
Ah!
How is her body dealing with multiple quirks though?
Well, it's probably not too bad if it's just one more.
Just what do you mean just?
I mean, just one more could be a lot.
Well, we saw Wolfram deal with multiple.
Yeah, and he's also juiced up the ass.
He did have a support item that helped him with it.
We saw 9 deal with multiple.
He was on HRT, man.
Bro,
She's all natty. She's all natty. He was on HRT.
One of my
Right.
guys on my team literally finally
Shows
up
up
this season
just to gas
say
up.
there's a much better version around. That's it.
Bro, she's
That is
so
it.
cool.
Welcome
She's
to my world.
so
yeah.
cool. I also love the name
That's
reference.
such an
The
that is
gods?
such
Waiting to God.
that is such an
bitchin'.
interesting fucking quirk. Her bullets are her
so she
hair. And
that's
she-
like epoxy.
She pulls it out and she can make it any kind
shape.
of fucking bullet.
Uh-huh. And
She
once
could
it-
just
and it's hard.
Load up a 50 caliber hollow point and just
Yep, this will work on this villain.
it's just like
The fucking
Ugh.
homing bullets. God
And they
damn
can
it.
curve, and she can. Holy shit!
Up to 3 kilometers.
Up to
bro.
3 kilometers, and that's not a quirk, that's just technique. Like, Sniper's like, yeah, I can get it to hit targets because of my
Man.
homing ability. She can just do it from further away
Bro, I want to know
with
more.
technique.
Of,
She's
I want-
so cool.
I wanna
So
know
she,
more
so she.
blackouts,
Okay,
bro.
hold on. So she used to be a hero.
She was in the
Yes.
same. She was basically Hawks. She was
She
a
was-
hero asset. You know, she was Hero Society asset.
What?
But
was
she
his
killed
mentor.
her.
Didn't they say that she was his mentor?
What
Like,
did they?
well, with Hawks when he was talking with Midori in the fucking hospital, right?
Hold on, yeah,
me-
I'm
let
getting
me-
that too. Most jailbreakers wouldn't be able to
She
do
was
that.
in the same line of
Of
work,
work
as
of
me as
my- never
she was
mind,
his
okay.
senior.
His senior, so
Oh.
not his mentor, but she was.
Oh, okay. As a senior.
But yeah,
So,
again,
like-
she was a hero she was a Hero Society asset. She was. So she
And
killed
she
another
killed an
hero.
ally.
Nagant, what do the numbers mean?
You know,
I'm
I
curious
could
to
totally
know,
see
what
it be
does-
like that villain was like, he was probably like a bad villain, like, and maybe Hero Society was like, nah, if he gets caught, it's gonna be a real bad look for Hero Society, and so they were like, deal with him, and maybe she did it, and, you know, maybe maybe it got caught, and Hero Society was like, oh my goodness,
And
that
they had
guy,
to redact her.
the guy did this, you know, throw her away.
Redacted.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they had to.
They made her take the fall or something.
Or maybe there was someone that she wanted to kill, and the partner that she was working with, they were ordered, hey, no, bring this person in alive, but she wanted to kill them, and her partner was standing in her way, and she ended up killing him and the criminal, and so she went on her own, and she just had to like dip.
Because it's what All For One says to her. It's like, oh,
Okay, this was something I know exactly what we're going to talk about. He had said, I can't destroy the evil hero society. I can't do this unless Midoriya, this kid, is brought to me.
and
She
she
didn't
goes,
have any reaction to that.
and she goes like, oh, like a false hope or something like that, or like a
Yeah. Why does she care about is she a villain in the sense of I want to see hero society fall? I want to.
I think
Destroy
she's something
society.
more like Stain rather than Shigaraki. Not like oh, she has like these ideals or whatever, but I think it is more of like a, you know, there's this fucking the society is rotten. Like, you know, and
Yeah, I think along the same vein, Gabe, that you were, talking about just a little bit earlier with this situation that seems very realistic, where it's like she was going to kill a villain, and then say possibly her partner, whatever, got in the way, like either was like verbally tried to stop her, or physically like saved the villain. So he got shot.
He got
or
shot
she
instead?
got shot,
Instead.
and then like it was framed on like her when she, the whole mistake type deal,
Yeah.
framed, blacklisted Tartarus, right? Because they can't have her running around the streets of like a normal prison. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure there'd be plenty of
She
other
went.
villains that want to crack at her in a normal prison, but they don't probably die. But
Yeah, probably.
it makes sense, I guess, that long line of with Stain. Again, like false heroes. God damn it, I want more Stain.
I want more Stain.
So-
Well, we got more
so-
Overhaul.
couple things. One, not only is she super dangerous with her quirk alone, now she can
Now she
she's
can
got
effectively
fucking
fly.
airwalk. She
Yeah.
can essentially fly. She can maneuver around. Okay, but in the same vein, she should not last about 2 seconds, right? Like she's not going to be able to last like.
If
That long.
Midoriya gets
in close, and
it's
yeah.
over.
Yeah, no, it's not going to last long. Second thing, she said that Overhaul was broken, and that
I might be able to use
she
him.
wanted to use him for something. What could she use? Like,
Well,
what
she
is
wouldn't know
there
about quirk
left
destroying
with-
bullets. She would
No.
have to have been in prison before Overhaul made those and got like those.
What does he have left? The Shiosaikai, are they even still a thing?
They're still a thing.
Are there still territories?
Are
Was there more of the Shiosaikai beyond the group of 9? Or
Yeah,
10 that we
there was
saw?
definitely more than just the bullets. Like, I'm sure they took a big old hit. Think of it this way: the Pop is around. Who's doing his medical shit.
Yeah.
Well, he's just. I thought he was just in a hospital though.
And
Or is he still
think
at
of it
the
right now.
Saikai base?
I'm willing to bet that some of the Hasaikai were in some of those prisons. Like,
Probably.
so if there were none Hasaikai around, I'm sure at this point it wouldn't be too hard to be like, hey, Rappa, can you go get the other guys?
I'm trying to imagine Deku's reaction then to seeing Overhaul again with but without
Especially
his
now
arms.
there's like this pathetic,
He's broken. Literally,
broken
his mind is
version.
broken.
Uh-huh.
His mind is broken. What? Okay, now seeing him, do we Brett? Do you still hold your prediction about what they're going to do with Overhaul?
What are you talking about?
Because now we're finally seeing like what has happened. He is mentally, he's not there.
Yeah. Well,
Mentally,
no,
he's not.
No, what do you?
I'm saying, does that change your prediction at all of what you think they're going to do with Overhaul?
I don't have a prediction with Overhaul.
I thought you had a prediction about him rejoining back to the GSI guy and
No, I was just saying that
going
really cool.
to Erie and being like, oh, give me back my arms, I'll help you guys, type shit.
No, I was just saying I would believe them asking Overhaul for help more than them asking Stain for help.
Oh,
That's what I was saying. I don't think that was an actual prediction.
So what do we think that they're gonna do with Overhaul then?
I
Now
have
seeing where he is and
I don't know.
Well,
I have
that's
no
good.
idea what Nagant plans on for Overhaul.
not even necessarily Nagant's plans. Like, what do we think? Because I didn't think that he was mentally broken. I thought he was still just ingy.
I couldn't tell you. I will tell you, Deku will physically break Nagant. I mean,
Yeah, no.
especially now that we know that it's not a homing, she's just that good. All he needs to do is just pop smoke screen, and then fucking
And
just
then-
like just. I mean, he's got mid gauntlets on his legs, so like
Yeah.
he can push it.
Can the gauntlets regenerate? Because we saw that a portion of one of the gauntlets got blown off.
I don't think so. I don't think they have regenerative abilities.
I didn't know if it was like Deathstroke's armor where it's like self-regenerative or whatever. But we did.
Deku is
part of his gauntlet is
moderately
missing.
bulletproof, and by moderately I mean he took a high capacity round pretty well, like, which makes sense.
Well, I also don't know how durable the mid gauntlets are either.
True.
Well, we saw a small chunk broke off, so that gives us something.
He seems to catch it. He seems to catch the bullet.
Yeah.
At least the one that curves.
But
But oh my god, it has so much force. It like blasts him back.
Dude, we're not gonna talk about the fact that like God, that's gotta hurt every time she rips out her fucking hair.
Unless it's like built to like be torn out. But even I guess even then. It's so cool. And then we got
Bro, that shit has no recoil either. Okay, yeah, so he's now missing a part of his
Well,
gauntlet.
that is an interesting way how that like loads back.
Fuck!
In. What the fuck?
All Might got fucking bombed. We didn't get anything more on that.
Yeah, that's right. We just didn't
He's
talk about it.
fine. He's fine.
I'm sure he's fine, but like, what if he's injured? Like, what if that like
He's fine.
he was in the fucking the Lamborghini. I'm sure that thing's decent. Talk about I mean, it went straight through the phone, but like the phone didn't completely explode. Talk about a phone case.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we've already kind of covered this before. Just the
All
highlight
long
of-
distance quirk holders are jealous of her right hand. Okay, so she can only do it with her right.
Yeah. Well, like
She's with her right, loads with her left.
what we've touched on before with Midori's, fighting sense now. Normally it'd be like, oh, I can't see this person, whatever. Like I'll hold, maybe try and find a get away for like help. But this time he's just like, no, all right, we're going.
All right.
Like, let's see if she can fight me at close range.
Yeah, I can't have this be a ranged battle. All right, I'm getting in close. And she's like, man, no one's ever dodged this many bullets before.
Bro, what the fuck? Go to 1905, or I guess you could do it from 1902, just to see the way how that thing just goes back into her arm, dude. and I just
You
played
can't
from
even-
there.
Oh, how it just like goes back in and then she closes it.
It's just
Oh, it's just yeah. Where are the fucking? I was promised blades. What the fuck?
So that's cool. So that's what's the whole
Tied with
vent
the-
is for. It's for the like heat release.
And it looks so different. Go to 1532. Where we can see her when she's got the tripod set up.
The
It looks-
bipod.
Yes. It looks different. The gun does.
Oh, I also gotta talk about the fact that like, oh, she just put receivers in it, right? Or like little.
He
speakers.
called her treacherous. Guys, All For One called her treacherous hero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
because we learned that she killed a hero.
As a hero.
There was a time when I was after you two. So we still don't know necessarily what she's
Yeah,
getting out of it.
So let's see its thing, because we see like like some liquid and stuff go around, right? So she can create.
I wonder how
Like
how modular
bipods?
she can make the. Yeah, I wonder how modular she can make it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay, hold on, guys. So All For One just
Bro,
straight up
she
says,
has the ponytail
guys, All For One straight up says to her.
Did you go to
and the boob plate and the boob plate. That's totally her.
Are you guys talking about Vigilantes again?
Maybe.
Vig 111. She has the ponytail and the
I
boob
repeat,
plate.
Vig 111.
Guys,
And if you look at the end of the gun, it's the same kind of. Whoop. That's totally her.
guys, All For One had straight up, kind of backtracking a little bit. All For One straight up says to her that the destruction of hero society that you desire will never come if that boy is around.
Yeah.
So she's got something against hero society.
Yes.
So maybe it
Well, you can
isn't
see what it's
a
done to her. Like if
no.
our
Maybe
theory's
it
correct.
wasn't.
Well,
maybe
I feel like it's
wasn't
more
a
likely she.
misunderstanding
Well, no,
that
yeah,
we-
I feel like she got burned. I think she got thrown under the bus. She got marked
Yeah.
for something. Like
Yeah.
she was, like she was the scapegoat for something.
Mhm.
Like something went wrong. She did something, or something happened. Like hero government. Like they lost one of their assets. Like, or maybe one of their assets. Again, I think it would make sense with how Hero Society works. It's like, oh, one of their darling heroes. Maybe he was actually like doing a bunch of drugs. Like abusing his quirk. Being like a really bad guy behind the scenes. And he was starting to like leak out. And so Hero Society was like, all right, no, we've tried to talk to him. We can't have this. Nagant, take him out. And maybe she does. And they're like, oh my gosh.
Word got out,
Uh-huh.
and they were like, "We can't be affiliated with you."
Nagant killed this wonderful, darling hero. We have
Oh,
to...
do you feel like she was set up? Maybe?
Yeah. Well, something along those lines, yes.
Yeah. Well, but why though?
Because that's just, she's an asset. This is the dirty part of Hero Society. Like, I'm sure they would have done this to Hawks if they needed to.
Deeds done at a reasonable price.
Mm-hmm.
I love how All For One is just like, the young head of the Shigaraki.
I so want All For One to talk to Overhaul, but in Overhaul's like prime. And I adore All For One, like appearing as like this just monstrously towering figure.
The fucking
Mhm.
fog. Oh, we also gotta talk about. Oh, okay. So I can see what the those blade things we were talking about. They're like on her scope type. I won't even call it a scope. It's like, how does that just become natural? What the fuck? How's that? God, quirks are weird, bro. Like go to 1548, and you can see like the top of the curve, whatever, has like the 3 spikes.
What the fuck is this gun?
Oh yeah, I
bro.
can see it. Yeah, that's there. It's like mechanical and biological. It's like a flood weapon. or something like that.
It's like a
How does that
Tyranid
fit
weapon. It looks
in
like a
her
Tyranid
arm?
gun.
Like, how does that fit in her arm?
Yeah,
She's got kaleidoscope, you know, like.
Yeah, it looks like a Tyranid bioweapon.
Ah, she is very attractive.
That's what I'm saying. No, I said that shit. Damn, how the fuck did they come up with these quirks, man? How the
It's
fuck did
so
you come up
cool.
with that?
It's
Yeah,
so
she can shoot.
cool.
A gun can come out of her arm, and she can load it with her own hair. That can be any bullet. Like what? Ugh.
So, that makes me think. I'm like, is it with her perfect technique that she's able to just twist the bullet into whatever she wants? Or
No,
is it
you can
like,
have
or is it-
bullets that can curve. Bullets can
no,
you can have a certain kind of
But
bullet. that can curve.
let me finish first. Or is it because of, like, the rifling of the barrel in her arm, she shapes it while it goes down the barrel?
I
I
think it
don't
might
Or
think
be.
she can
she's
fuck
just
with her
shaping
gun.
it so it can go originally like into her arm and then it gets shaped. Because I'm like, how the fuck do you make a fucking hollow point with hair and putty, bro?
Joe, are you that's what you're asking?
Yes,
I think it's an important question to ask.
I
Yes.
think it's an important question.
I think the bullet gets formed when she rips it out. She makes it what she wants it to be, and then she loads it into the gun.
I think it's
I
a
think
little bit
that's
of both. I do believe she can fuck with the rifling in her arm. I mean,
'Cause, like, I'm just
she can
saying,
add a bipod if she
the
wants.
precision
So, like,
shit needed to make like a bullet that works down a barrel, like manufacture them properly, you know, and have the rifling, and that's how it works properly, shooting out of her own arm. I'm like, maybe it's just like specially suited, or like it gets made and like rifled more.
Can you imagine if it
goes
was
down
like
her arm.
fingers at the end or something? Like
Ah.
fingers made the barrel.
Ah.
It's like, ugh.
You know, I almost
Just like a little hand at the end.
You know, if she didn't have the giant fucking 50 cal coming out of her elbow and she shot out of her hand, I'd be like, bro, this is some Men in Black 4. It's just Boris.
It really is.
It's a Boris moment.
This
But yeah, she's just so fucking cool.
Yeah, like go to 1703 and then play from there. You can see what I'm talking about with the fluid shit in her elbow. Like I'll play, yeah. Like what the. So like it's like a fucking smoothie that gets sucked back up into the gun. Like
Yep.
what? Yeah, what the fuck is this quirk?
Oh, she's pretty.
She's
Me
pretty.
trying to analyze the gun rush, just like, oh, woman.
Whoa. Speaking of big lady,
Yeah, big lady.
let's
from
go
earlier.
let's go to back to the beginning.
Like, are you a shark or a rabbit? Pick.
That's what I said. Is she a shark or a bunny?
So racist Mega Man out here, fucking
Shooting water. Bro, I'm sorry. I could not take
big
him seriously.
titty
He
fox
was
girlfriend over here. He's just like, furry, and like fucking.
Bro, this dude just straight up has a sword. He's going around like killing people. This guy's a murderer. At least the other guy's like shooting like water.
Like, this is almost like I understand. Like, you know, this is a horribly, you know, stressful time. Like, tensions are high. And it's like, oh god, a monstrous figure is coming at me in a dark alley. I have this weapon. It's complete and utter anarchy. I'm not gonna take the chance. But like, dude,
I was like chasing her.
how
down.
many
She's
villains
like,
are wearing like, you know, a nice button up? Like,
And like skinny
Bro,
jeans.
Yeah.
this was definitely motivated, bro.
yeah. These are the kind of people that Spinner is like, nah,
She
man.
had a
These are the
she
reason
had a
I'm a villain. Man.
backpack on. She had a backpack and high
Could be a
tops. Like
villainous
she's just trying to go to school. Man, she's 12.
So,
Leave her be.
are we also gonna talk about the second, third users?
Hold on, we'll get there. We'll get there. As you can tell, video watchers, we're doing the post discussion here. But fucking, so this guy on the left, I'm at the part where Mega Man, Fat Discount, Steve Irwin, and or Crocodile Dundee, I should say, and the guy on the left who looks like he has a grayed out, colorless Guitar Hero controller.
It really.
Look at it.
Like
It's got the buttons and
thought it was
everything.
No, when I saw it at first, I'm like, oh, they got a mace, and then when it was from the front, I'm like, oh, that's just a guitar.
So Deku coming in. This is gonna. Can you imagine like the legend that's being born from about Deku right now?
That's
Yeah.
gonna be like some
The-
weird
the-
kid thing. I don't know. Just show up out of nowhere.
But going back, Brett, you had kind of called it out how Midoriya's not sleeping a lot. He's just kind of going from
Going and going and going, yeah. And All Might was
from
like,
place to
"Stop,
place."
okay, have some lunch."
Have this.
It-
the least
Actually, this
sort
is
of
breakfast. Oh my god.
Bro, dude, like
I haven't eaten in 3 days.
bro, like the happy like Tamagotchi eyes.
Yeah. It was almost weird to see.
But how it's like the moment he deals with one thing and gets a little respite, it's like the danger sense goes off again. He's like, oh, gotta go back and work.
Mhm.
And fuck, I love it.
I also
love it so
really
much.
found it
Bro,
like
that 420 frame.
yeah, exactly. I was
love
just
that.
on that. Yeah, that was exactly what I was just on. Where he's got the umbrella for her, and he's like,
floating.
mhm.
That's nice.
Uh-huh.
She kind of cute though. Oh, come on.
And I'm like, will it ever go back to the way it was before? And Deku's like,
like,
I'll make it go back.
I will
I'll make it
rewind time.
Oh god. That's hot.
Oh, that's
Rewind.
Yeah. The
Oh
little
yeah, I love
fucking-
how fucking just All Might pulls up and she's like, who?
Huh?
Batman.
All Might?
Oh, what?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Wait, was she in the car with All Might when he got blown up?
No, it might have been
she
afterward,
wouldn't have been
because
able
she
to
wasn't-
fit in the car.
What was Horikoshi thinking with this character? Just exceptionally large
Fox
bunny
lady.
shark.
Thick, curvy bunny shark woman.
Yes, I guess you could add thick, curvy bunny
She's
shark.
thick and bro, those frames. She's thick, curvy. Leave me the fuck alone.
I try to figure it out here.
Okay. So a little bit on what Banjo was talking about when Midoriya was on the Empire State Building and he was looking over everything and how Banjo's all like, bro, this shit's exactly like when it was in my time when quirks were still coming out and stuff.
Back in his
Like,
time,
It was kind of anarchy. You know,
Banjo's a little too young for that.
heroes weren't necessarily a thing, so police were trying to stop people from being vigilantes. And so Banjo's like, man, I remember, trying to go around and be a hero, hiding from the police, trying to hide from villains.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
No, he says like hiding every day.
Well, yeah, hiding from All for One, not from the
It-
police.
Well, no, I mean, think about it. Back then, when shit first starting out, and police aren't going to want people going around being vigilantes and taking shit in their own hands. Heroes aren't a thing yet. Heroes weren't a thing yet in
I feel
Banjo's
like
time.
heroes were a thing at that point.
In Banjo's time, when superpowers first
No,
appeared?
Banjo was not one of the first generation. He's talking about the first generation, but that's not Banjo's time.
He's just
He doesn't make a reference to
we've
it back
gone
in.
time.
Yeah, he doesn't make a reference to like his day and age. He's talking about like. The
Oh,
first
I thought.
generation.
Oh, he's just talking about it back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From that would be like 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, I was confused. I mean, I really like it. How I wonder if
I love how it's
communicate.
just like that. Yeah.
Can he communicate back to them? Because we haven't seen him communicate back to either of them when they talked. It was like one-sided. It was just them talking to him. I wonder if
So, second, third user?
Yes. Yes, we
okay,
can.
yeah. So hold on.
So, we're expecting some type of arm blast in the future?
I guess.
Hold
yeah.
on. So they said we lived during the cruelest era. So they were around when All for One was
What time are you at?
prime. 1706. So they were around 706. Not 17.
Yeah, I was
Did
like,
say 1706?
yes.
706.
It's like, huh?
So they're the guy on the right, the one with the jet things on his shoulders, was like, we were around during when All for One was essentially in his prime. and it was at its all-time worst. And he could do whatever he wanted. Those under his control were unaware that they were being controlled, and our leader was worried about the future. Okay, so that guy,
Yeah, red hair.
the other
guy was
one,
the leader.
Orange hair was the
leader of
this
this
like, resistance.
group.
With
Yeah.
salmon. Tyler, we're gonna go with
Salmon.
salmon.
Yeah, it's salmon. It's,
Ooh, maybe this guy was his sidekick, or like his.
well, I imagine
his,
it was like an underling, or like
yeah, wasn't that what a
lieutenant.
sidekick is?
Like a lieutenant. Because I don't feel like they saw themselves as like heroes and sidekicks.
They were like
saw themselves like a militia, a resistance.
Yeah, I like that better.
A counter operations unit. Which again explains why they're wearing the same thing.
To fight him.
So now, but I guess I'm just trying to figure out is like for like way back when was it what season 5?
Mm-hmm.
End of 4? I don't know anymore, man. Like, why were they like? Are we going with the fact they're fully blurred out, or is this because they themselves as vestiges didn't feel like showing it?
Well, because
it was also just in this season. It said that the reason why everybody's now kind of here is because when All For One tried to take the quirk, it kind of brought everybody to the forefront. Like they dragged everybody into a contest.
And they also but they were also just talking about how now they were like they decided to unleash their power.
Well, that's for the quirk, yeah.
Maybe it was maybe All For One brought it out and allowed them the opportunity for them to unleash it, and it was up to them when they wanted to unleash it. Because we can clearly see that the second and third user, they don't want to unleash theirs yet. They don't want Deku to users.
And it was kind of what we talked about, where it was like we came from a time where we had to climb over mountains of bodies of our comrades just to get a shot at taking this motherfucker down.
And you're telling me that this kid is trying to save his life?
Yeah,
we're thinking about it.
Yeah, you're telling me that now that we finally have the power to actually end this once and for all, he's not considering it? No, I ain't helping that.
Yeah, he's literally like straight. We had to. He's just he's like back then it was all just about living or dying, and now we're supposed to think that this fucking crazy little kid has the idea that he can reason with Shigaraki and All For One. Like, no, that's not the guy that killed us. No, not gonna happen.
So, but it ends with them going with I really like I guess Shigaraki's story, because by the way that would be the first user's name. His family name is Shigaraki. But the first wielder's, I do love his story where it's like, you spared me.
They rescued him.
And you rescued me. You could have killed me. I was the enemy's brother, but you spared me, and because of that, we now have this power to end this ultimate evil.
Also, I'm looking back at that scene. When he breaks him out, he doesn't have the scar over his face.
Yeah, I think he might have gotten that during...
he got that from All For One.
Yeah, the fun little reason why he had to hand it over.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love to see a little like mini-series on these two right here. Like them establishing almost like a Rogue One, where it's like these two establishing this counter shit, seeing All For One in like the peak of his control, and then
they get their group together in
all the members falling down.
Suicide mission type shape, where like we gotta assault this facility, we gotta take down him and his men. We're doing this now, and then it's like in the last moment, he's about to kill him, and he's like, "Take it!" and he gives it to him, and then he runs away with it, and then it's just like,
what was that musical cue? Was that the Universal Studios theme?
No, that was the Star Wars.
I might say this in exceptionally literal value of like we're accelerating now, but like obviously that makes sense just because like we're gonna speed up the process now. Well, you know that bit where he's like fuck it, in the intro where he's just like standing still and then just going.
Does he accelerate forward if he actually has a speed quirk? He does
Like
have the
that-
I think he
engines
has.
on the back.
I think he's got. There's got to be something like that.
I don't.
Like,
I want to.
Would be pretty redundant.
like the man just goes like stretching out. I'm like, give you
Right, what'd you
subtle
say?
hint.
Right,
But-
right. What'd you say?
So it'd be pretty redundant.
Well, I
If he
mean,
had
just
a-
getting
if he had a
acceleration
speed quirk.
like that.
Yeah, because he already has super speed. That's why I'm saying if it was like a speed quirk, it wouldn't be the actual movement of it. It
No,
would
no,
be more
no,
of like
no.
enhanced perception.
Yeah, but right, it's not the speed part. It's the
No.
acceleration.
Oh, so like
like-
0 to 100, like
yeah,
that.
like he just like holds it, like it just like charges.
Yeah.
So like
And then
a
he's so
charge of speed, and then
Yeah, like,
so
yeah.
like getting rid of the accelerative aspect. It's like
like
0
a
to 100.
nitro
yeah,
boost,
we're going
like
0 to
a
100 real
nitro,
quick.
like a nitro boost.
Well,
And,
it'd be
hey, it's a very long shot in the dark.
yeah, because he said that because of a term that we are
It is a.
Oh my god, he said it. No.
It is. It's like we have what might call Mega Man blasters.
Yeah.
So it gets some sort of
What the fuck is his quirk?
range shot, or maybe
Either that or his quirk.
No,
is
maybe
a
the blaster-
combat
maybe
related
those-
And the blaster
no,
is just
yeah.
a support item.
Maybe the
Um,
blasters just shoot something, but his quirk is different.
Or maybe he could
Unless
be
the
like
quirk
not. I'm not saying
can-
it's electricity. I'm not. But it could be kind of like Kaminari, where he shoots a thing and that allows his quirk better
maybe.
effect.
I mean, are we just not gonna talk about? I mean, that'd be cool, like beta. I mean, because this is very on Quirk Society, so I don't know will they have come up with support items yet. But then again, why did Horikoshi have to make him look so much like Bakugou?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I remember like
Oh.
he's got the gauntlets, he's got like the
The
neck
hair.
thing, the hair, like
The-
he like.
The spiky hair.
Just look
It's
at his
like,
fucking
why?
go to 756. It's Bakugou's fucking eyes, like his
Yeah.
little angry eyes. 756.
Oh yeah, he's got the white eyes.
Mm-hmm. No, I got it.
Yeah.
This guy's quirk is explosions, and this guy's quirk is either half cold, half hot, or engines, or gravity, or wait, no, gravity would be Nana, so we already have that. So yeah, half cold, half hot, or engines, or maybe tape.
So now
we only have
that
Black Whip, hold
the
on.
second and third, okay, hold on. So now that the second and third holders are on Midoriya's side, does that mean that Midoriya now has the second and third wielders?
I don't
quirks?
think he just has them, but I wouldn't.
He's
I
they've-
actually would
they've
not be
shown that
surprised
they're
if
unleashing them.
if he used one this fight. I would actually.
He's
not be
unleashed
surprised.
them. He's unleashed his. They've unleashed
Well,
their quirk onto him. Their
No,
quirks
well,
onto him.
hold on. That term you're using, unleashed.
Because that's the term that they used.
Well, it's every time we've
That's
seen
what
him
they
unlock a
said.
quirk, it was the exception of Smokescreen because we didn't see that happen. But every time it was like through some kind of pressure, some kind of stressor. I don't know if he'd be able to
But
just
again,
use it.
Rhett, they verbally said that they decided to unleash their quirk onto him.
Where?
They had said that.
Where? Like, do you have a time?
I'm looking back at it.
I don't know why it took me so long.
But yeah, I
Like
would
that-
not be surprised
Yeah,
at all.
heard.
In fact, I would say that one of their quirks is probably going to be used this fight.
That'd be cool.
As like that would be a nice little like
One
kind
more.
of yeah,
Finally, we'll have them.
yeah,
all.
one more big thing for the season. I guess we still have
Um,
plenty of episodes left.
I don't know why I didn't pick up on this earlier with the fact, but I guess we needed this backstory. But like, because it's
That was
like,
it.
you know what I asked about, like, why is it this like room, this concrete box?
Oh
that they're up here?
shit!
Yeah, it's the cell. That he
Yeah!
got freed out of. To make,
Good catch,
like,
Joe.
I'm just like, no, duh. I'm like, they
Yeah,
even show,
okay,
like,
right. 6:30 to 6:32. He says Banjo released his power, and then Shinomori.
Yeah, but
and
Banjo
Shin-
released
and
his power through Black
sh-
Whip.
sh- and Shimura and also agreed.
Yeah, no, but Gabe, we saw how those worked. He had to have those stressors, those moments to actually unlock them.
But
so that
they
doesn't
said
help
agreed.
your point.
Yes, it does. I'm stating that they agreed. It was their decision to allow Midoriya to use their quirk. They agreed.
So at the
They just
exact
said
moment
it.
that the stressor occurred, they were like, actually, you know what? Yeah, now is a
How
good
does
time.
then how do you explain smokescreen then?
We have no idea how smokescreen happened. Like,
Because and allowed it. He said he just said and agreed.
yeah,
to
but
allow him to use his
they
quirk.
but Banjo also said that, and it wasn't just a hey kid, here you go for Black Whip. It was a very violent explosion due to stress.
I'm not saying it's
You
only
did
one
just
or the
say
other.
that. You did just say that though.
I'm trying to say that it's both. That they can decide, and they're showing right now that the second and third user are allowing him to use their quirk.
But
It's
Gabe,
in the-
all we have to go off of right now is that we need a stressor. That's what we have to go off of right now.
No, we don't. They just flat out said that and agreed to allow him to use his quirk. What? They flat out just said it. Maybe it was the case for
Gabe,
Shinomaru.
they also
and
just said that about Black Whip, and that was not the case. I don't get why you're saying that. I don't get.
I'm
what
saying
you're
it's not just the stressor that they could just give him their quirk. I mean, all right, you got it. We
Well,
agree to give it to you. You can
I'm
use it
willing
now.
to. Well, no, it does seem that you have to be on board to allow him to use the quirk, but you still need the stressor to unlock it.
So
That's
are
what we've
we
seen
supposed to
every
believe-
single time.
What would have Midoriya's stressor have been for smokescreen then?
We don't
Was he
know.
crying really,
He wa-
really, really hard in the hospital and
He
just
wanted to disappear.
I'm not
dumb
saying
as
that it's
shit.
How is it dumb as
how is
shit?
it dumb as shit? I'm not saying it's
I think it's
impossible,
found.
but
You-
every
we-
single one we've seen has had the same thing. And you're
the second
talking
and
to us like
third-
we're dumb
no.
because we're using
No.
what we've been seeing.
We've seen. They did it with N. If the fucking second and third users quirks just suddenly, if Midoriya is able to use them in this like coming up fight, then that means that I'm also correct.
Yes, you're right. But as of right
Right.
now, we have no reason to assume that's the case. If that is the case, then yeah, then it is.
Except we can because
Except
they're
how,
showing that they
Gabe,
showed it with
how?
N. Because they showed it with N.
How did they show it with then?
Because we don't have it. We haven't seen a stressor, and he's just
So
suddenly
we
able to use
didn't.
his
So we
quirk.
didn't see how it happened. So we don't know
what
if that's
what
the case.
stressor would there have been in the time between the end of the Shigaraki fight and now? There was no conflict. There was no violent, hostile confrontation with anybody.
Abandoning his friends isn't a stressor.
Oh my!
One that fits the ability
you
to
said
hide?
a violent stressor.
No, I said that's what's happened. But again, what you're saying is we haven't seen it, so this is the case, rather than we haven't seen it, so this may
No,
be
I'm
the
saying
case.
we haven't seen it, so there's another avenue to allow the quirks to come out instead of there having to be a stressor.
And if that is the case, then it is the case.
Okay, great.
But you were
That
using
was- that-
justification that didn't work, which was what my issue was.
I was trying to show that there was another way that he could use his quirks because of the way that they worded it. I thought it was weird the way that they worded it. They made it sound like, oh yeah, we agreed at these moments in time to allow the quirk that we had to come through.
All right.
And so I'm like, oh, it wasn't the stressor. Maybe it was them deciding at this point in time, oh, he can use it, or
Well,
we
with-
want him to have
With
it
what
now.
All Might said when he was like trying to unlock float, it was you have to just think about like what was it like wanting to fly or something like that.
Sorry, say that again.
Wasn't it like when we saw Broccoli Hair Deku? And
Yeah.
he was like, you know,
His
just
first-
just think about like the feeling of I want to float. Like, and that's why they were conceptualizing like, you know, oh, you're 0G right now. So like just that having that feeling, having that knowledge will help you manifest float.
I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
So if
Probably.
it'll probably be easier now because they're all pulled to the forefront and they're just talking to him. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Moving on. I do think that we will likely see a quirk in this fight, though. At the pace that we're going with unlocking them.
Hell, we might get 2. We complete those lists, baby.
Oh my god. Explosions and engines, baby. Let's go. I do really like the shot of him reaching his hand out.
Like I'm trying to imagine like Ida's and Bakugo's reactions. Like if that's it, it's like, why the fuck you copying this now, man?
And oh my god, the shot of Deku with all of them. That shit's hot. Oh, I didn't even notice that him got the bento. Like fucking
Yeah.
9/11.
Hard
Or
as hell.
cutlet bowl.
I know what you meant, Gabe, but you just shouting 9/11 was really funny.
Yeah. No, I know.
Uh-huh.
And we
Listen, boy, we're accelerating now.
We're about to go all out.
Angrily eats the chicken.
Pork. The pork.
So this motherfucker, this with the super nail guns. This is like low tier shit for Endeavor. I know he has to get it. I know he has to do it. But it is kind of like, you know, you're the CEO and you got garbage duty. Like,
Bro, we're not gonna talk
Also,
about.
Joe,
What?
you probably didn't read the understand the joke that I made because you have the My Hero Academia channel muted, you fuck nugget. But basically, Rhett had posted a game rant article, top 10 heroes that could defeat All Might
in his prime.
and in his prime. Now, mind you, there were like Compress was on there, Shinzo was on there. Fuck, who else was
Compress
on
is
there?
going to take out All Might's ass.
Shigaraki was on there. Overhaul
Shig-
was on there. Machia
but-
was on there.
But and mind you, they have like 3 sentences explaining why these guys can beat him, and the explanation that they gave for Endeavor.
Endeavor was on there as well. Yeah.
Endeavor spent all his whole life trying to become stronger than All Might, but in reality he could have killed him whenever he wants. His Hell Flame can burn him to ash. Number 5, Mineta.
And it's like,
But
oh
why
man,
laughing?
you are
Why
right.
are you laughing, bro? That would
And so when Endeavor threw the little fire spear, I'm like, oh, that guy's dead.
Yeah, that would have
right.
that would have killed Prime All Might.
That would have killed Prime All Might.
Fucking yeah, that's why fucking Endeavor was able to kill All Might whenever he wanted. He was that strong. That's why he played build a child with Ray.
With his child.
That's why he put his children on customization mode.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Why is it? I got Midoriya Bakugo vibes, but roles flipped like in the creek when they were kids at 8-10.
Yeah. Oh. 8 to 10. Yep. He reached
Like-
his hand out to him.
And then the nice gradient of
Uh-huh.
white to darkness.
Bro, what the
Lighting
fuck
up
is
the
wrong
room.
with Endeavor's face at 10:21?
You know,
Oh, they
it's
just
gonna-
drew his face really weirdly. I don't know.
That's
It's
the
just
face
so
of,
he looks.
like,
His face is so elongated.
It's just like I've seen some
did you
shit.
seriously just throw a can at me?
But I'll
Go
tell you
for
what,
And I tell you what.
you can't have any dissenting civilians if they're all ash.
Yeah.
Just like Prime All Might.
Yeah, so they're further,
Uh,
just cementing like, yep, everybody hates heroes right now.
So we have like a month, right, until like Shiggy's done. Well, that is like without even him having to like take time to like recuperate. I doubt he can just go back into the
recuperate.
canister with that after that ass whooping. Like,
bro, this is literally Samurai Jack and the Scotsman. It's
I'll give
like
you a moment to
Midoriya is the
you can barely lift your
Samurai
sword.
Jack.
Then come get me. Oh!
All
Such
for
a
one.
good episode, man. And, you know, All for One is the kind of person to just, you know, absolutely dog on somebody like the Scotsman did to Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it interesting, like when he saves him, right? And this is obviously just a very small detail. Like he only has a one gauntlet, but later he shows he has two.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, okay, just
So
for
he
this
wasn't
specific-
taken out
for
that
this-
day.
for this specific raid.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he just didn't have both, and it's not like, and the quirk barely did anything at first, right?
I
So,
meant, yeah.
like,
Mhm.
like they didn't even know until, our fourth guy, and he just died young.
One thing, so yeah, the public is like, Shigaraki was chasing, or Awful One was chasing after somebody else. Like, are you keeping more secrets from us? So yeah, even the public's starting to go, like, is there, what's going on there? So
Yeah.
Hawks makes it very apparent that he is now completely, him and Genus, and I imagine, well, Endeavor has to be as well. Damn it, I really wanted to see that fucking conversation. I really want to see that conversation of Endeavor learning about the true nature of All Might's power.
We might get it later.
Maybe.
It might have to be like again, obviously a flashback type bit where, like, because they're nearby, right? I'm guessing they see the GPS thing is out, right? So they're gonna come to his aid, and, like, I don't know. You can see him just fighting Purple Woman. Her name's not Purple Woman anymore.
It's Nagant.
It's Hot Lady.
It's Miss Moses.
It's fuck. What's the name of that sniper rifle? The Russian
Nagant.
sniper, the Dragunov. No, the Dragunov or whatever the fuck.
The Dragon.
She's the Dragunov.
Yeah, I am the Dragunov. That could be like a looking bit of, like, them looking up at him fighting, and then the flashback of, like, him using all the quirks and shit, and then cut back to, like, All Might talk, and this, like, Endeavor's thoughts on this is like, so this kid, huh? He's got some power.
He's got some juice.
So, anyways, I started killing All Might.
He has got some juice to him.
It's like, it's not fair. I can't fucking compete.
I can't fucking compete.
But then, so that's why they're deliberately hanging back. Because it's like, if it's very apparent that we're following Deku.
They gotta bait.
Yeah.
They gotta bait him.
Mm-hmm. We're not gonna get a Shiggy fight again this season, are we? Is the intro lying to us?
Probably not. No. Well, unless we have like a little mini time jump.
It literally
that
shows
goes on.
Todoroki, Bakugou, and Ida fighting him.
I know.
So
we might get like a minor time jump.
how many more episodes do we have? 4?
5, I think.
Maybe we might
I
get.
think
Maybe
there's
we might
25
get a little.
episodes this
Right.
season. I don't actually know.
You guys, maybe we might get like a little time jump. Like
I don't know if I can handle
teeny
any
time
more.
jump.
I can't handle
last
it.
like a
time
month.
Last
Like
time
a
we jumped
month.
forward in time. Like a month? So we are ready for round 2? Give or take?
I am. You asked, and I gave you an answer.
Yeah, I don't think I can handle another month-ish time jump. Last time that happened, fucking Midnight Native died.
Christ. It's too much, man.
So they know. And I do like how they were like, isn't it weird? Like, so he needs this great rage. He doesn't have it? And it's like, I guess, does he seem like the motherfucker who gets, like, angry?
Well, it's like he literally is like was a sociopath, psychopath?
Yeah,
Psychopath.
he just does not
It
have
was?
the required human emotion to react accordingly. Like,
Yeah.
all he feels is joy at suffering.
Yeah.
He can't
it's-
he can't get pissed off like Shigaraki can. Oh, we're talking about All for One. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was really confused.
And
Yeah. it's-
Does that mean that All for One has autism?
huh?
I can say it, my brother. I can do that. I can make that. comment.
Before we get
I'm-
canceled.
I'm Jewish. It's fine. I can.
I
can
love
say
this
it.
frame of Snipe at 1820. He just looks like he's doing it. Hey, come on! What's
Thanks,
the deal
Snipe,
with
for
airplane
showing
food?
up, you fuck.
Oh my God, Rhett! I know what fucking.
Yeah, 1820.
Uh,
Like he's like, what's the
820.
deal with airplane?
Ugh.
Can you believe it? Lady Nagant, no tracking quirk can shoot better than me. What's the deal? Yeah, I guess final thoughts. Lady Nagant is so cool.
I think her quirk is probably like in the top 5 most interesting quirks of the show, or top 10
At least
most interesting
introduced
quirks
in
the
this
show.
season. Definitely one of the most.
Yeah, like this is. It's so interesting because with quirks, it's like, oh, it's not gonna be like it's not like traditional superpowers. It's like you gotta put a spin on it. You gotta make it something to do with like the person, and the person has to do more with it instead of just, oh, I use my power. You know?
Yeah.
It's so cool. She should die in like a minute though, less than a minute, like 10 seconds tops. But
Yeah, she's.
she should not last that long.
Don't get me wrong. I
So
know
she,
Hawk's
like-
just like, if you interact with her, run the other way. But like, I don't know. I think she's the one who should be screaming "Stranger Danger." Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
couldn't they have just like? So do you even need to make her quirkless per se? Because like, if she just uses her hair and like epoxy, I'm like, could you just like shave her head?
I was wondering how
can't get it out. It
um,
grow right back.
No, but that's the thing. That was one of the questions that I had was like, oh, does her hair like regrow at an unnaturally fast rate, or does her hair? Because like we see her pulling her hair out, but it's not like she's always has short hair. But
She used to
when
have
she was
long.
pulling
She
her,
used to have a ponytail.
but when she had,
have really long
but you know, when she was having her, when she was pulling her hair out, like it wasn't getting shorter
She's
and
pulling
shorter.
her hair out.
Like it wasn't. It was staying at that same length. So maybe. Oh, maybe
pulling her
hair
Nagant
grows
out?
She's pulling her Nagant out. So maybe she just like her hair grows at an unnaturally fast rate.
I
Because
can
like usually the rate is like your hair grows about an inch every month, except for Joe. But generally maybe for her it's like, oh, an inch every hour or some shit. I don't know.
Maybe. On the. What the hell just happened? Gabe?
Accidentally reconnected again. Is everything okay? Everyone's all right.
Everything's fine.
Okay, cool.
It
Back
could
to-
be on the topic of how Midoriya doesn't just mollywop her, or why she has. Nah, cause she grabbed Overhaul before All For One asked her to do this job for him.
Mhm.
But I guess she could be like, come any closer and I'll blow his fucking braids out. Which would get Midoriya to back off. I mean, I don't really know how well it would work with Black Whip. You could just be like, "Oh, really?" and then wrap her up.
Plus, there's no way she's fast enough. Like her reaction time is not fast enough to shoot before Midori is there and like breaks her arm or some shit.
So yeah, maybe she has something more up her sleeve to make it so the moment Midoriya gets in close, it's not a game set match.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anything else, gentlemen?
I don't know. We had already talked about Purple Lady start, so I think
Nagant.
Yep. We talked about
We were-
Purple Lady.
We talked about her a lot.
Lady.
Lady Nagant. Are we just gonna keep calling her Purple Lady?
I'm gonna keep calling her Purple Lady.
Purple
It's just
Lady.
easier.
No, I really like the name Nagant.
Yeah,
It's just
that's-
easier.
That's good shit. I mean, she could have been like Beretta.
Miss Moses.
I think that's a little too much on the nose.
Well, yeah, because not a lot of
It's
people.
literally Lady Nagant.
Well, yeah, I mean
Bro,
that
I
is
didn't
a
know
gun.
I didn't know what the fucking Nagant was. I don't know.
Well, maybe you're just
like
uncultured.
at first I didn't really understand, and then I'm like, oh, okay, guess that makes sense.
You won't understand. You won't understand.
You wouldn't understand.
Shut up, Joe.
Well,
You're-
again,
you're-
Nagant is a gun,
no fun.
but like, look at Gabe. It's not. It's different than naming her fucking Armalite 15. Like, Armalite, huh? But it's a gun, but it's not a very well known gun. But it is a gun with some history, so I think it's not a bad choice. Springfield would have also been pretty good.
Oh, there you go.
What, Miss Springfield? Nah, too long. Nah,
Winchester.
I like
I like
Beretta. I like
Nagant
hero-
is
hero
just
Beretta.
fine.
I like Nagant. Nagant. All right.
Nagant.
All right. Well,
Nagant.
if that's everything, thank you all so much for watching. Uber the Custodians. I'm Rhett.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Show.
And this was My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 20. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you would, go support us on Patreon. Plus, Ultra.
Yeah.